so on Monday we showed you pretty much how we make our musicals, and right now Antonius will show you how he writes the songs.
Oh, hello! Hi! Obviously, writing music requires skills and talents that take years to develop. However, here are a few quick pointers that should lead you in the right direction. Start by using poems that already exist and basically set those poems to music by writing melodies and songs for those poems. Now, I started out using poems by Robert Frost and Oscar Wilde. I just thought they had great rhyme schemes that were very simple, and that translates then when you do start writing your own lyrics to have a very strict rhyme scheme. It's super important. Everything needs a very strict rhyme scheme. Next, this may be obvious to some of you and less obvious to a lot of you, learn to read and write music. Honestly, there's nothing more worthwhile than being able to read this fantastic language that is music. There are great tutorials online. Go and practice. A lot of pop artists and a lot of writers for pop artists actually don't even know how to write music, and I think it really affects the overall quality of pop music today. Next, and I may be biased on this one, but learn to play piano. Learn and practice piano, like your mom told you. Why is it important? It's important because you can play harmonies and melodies at the same time. Of course, a lot of great guitarists can do the same thing. However, on the piano, it's just so much easier and so much better for you. And finally, and this is the most important part, listen to a lot of music that you want yours to sound like. This may sound like copying, but it's really not. Copying is actually the best way to start writing music. Copy people you like. It may be Gershwin, it may be the people who write for Katy Perry, or whoever it is. And copying from all these different sources will then end up becoming you. Copying is a great thing. That's how you should start. That's how I started. I started copying Ravel and Debussy and all the French guys that I love. And you know, eventually I became me. Now, a lot of you guys have asked whether or not I use software to notate or whether I notate by hand and how all that works. I personally notate by hand. Everything gets written down with pencil and paper. I found that's the best way for me to do things. I write everything in 4-part harmony immediately, so I have melodies in 4-part harmony. That makes it very easy in the orchestration phase for me to find counter melodies and so on, so everything goes very fast. After I've written the melody out and everything's formalized in my head, then I go to Logic Pro and orchestrate the whole thing. That's where all the sounds get, you know, created with audio instruments, software, virtual instruments rather. So yeah, Logic Pro for the actual production, but everything is written by hand. Bottom line, if you hear something in your head at any time, go ahead and write it. You might think it sucks, someone else might think it sucks, and in fact, it's probably gonna suck at the beginning, but that's part of it. Practice writing and you'll get better at it, like with anything else. Go out there, write songs. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you on Friday with Vijay's part of the behind the scenes, kind of getting a look at how he edits, what he uses to edit, how he shoots things, what equipment he uses, lots of technical awesomeness. So yeah, that's on Friday.
Sounds really boring!
No, it sounds interesting!